This feeling of pure generosity can become your most beautiful prison. Today, we do not praise generosity, we inspect it. We become the alchemists of our own heart, learning to distinguish the gold of true giving from the lead of its beautiful, dangerous counterfeits. Welcome to a visual meditation on the traps of giving. But if generosity is so powerful, why do we struggle to live it? Why does it so often turn sour into resentment, exhaustion, or self-righteousness? The first hidden trap is this: we confuse generosity with performance. In the age of social media, giving has become spectacle. We broadcast our donations, we curate our kindness, we signal our virtue to the world. But this is not generosity, it is theater. And like all performances, it exhausts the actor. Seneca once wrote, "A gift consists not in what is done or given, but in the intention of the giver." When giving is about applause, we chain ourselves to the endless hunger of the crowd. True generosity is silent, rooted in integrity. It does not need an audience because its reward is in the act itself. When you practice this, you step into what Stoics called arete, excellence of character. So ask yourself, am I giving to be seen or am I giving to be free? So many of us are conditioned to think that being generous means always saying yes. We confuse generosity with self-erasure. We pour and pour until our vessel is dry, then wonder why bitterness and resentment creep in. But let us pause and ask, is an empty cup truly generous when it offers nothing but dust? The Stoics remind us that virtue is balance, never excess. Generosity is a virtue only when it flows from inner strength, not from depletion. To give when you are drained is not generosity, it is martyrdom disguised as kindness. Consider the image of the sun. The sun shines not because it tries harder each morning, but because shining is its nature. Its radiance is not strained, it is born of fullness. Likewise, true generosity radiates from an inner abundance. When your soul is aligned, when your character is strong, when you are rooted in peace. So here is the paradox. To be truly generous, you must first be disciplined. You must guard your boundaries, nourish your soul, and honor your needs, not as selfishness, but as preparation. For only a full vessel can overflow. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a desert, parched, weary, carrying a small cup of water. People approach, thirsty, and you give them your last sip. At first it feels noble, even heroic, but soon you collapse, depleted, resentful, empty. Now shift the image. Imagine instead that you stand before a deep well, its waters cool and unending. You lower your bucket, draw it up, and drink deeply first. You quench your own thirst. Then, with strength renewed, you draw more water, not once, but again and again, and share it freely. This is the well of inner abundance. Generosity is not about self-sacrifice unto death. It is about drawing from the source until you overflow. So the practice is clear. Before you give, drink. Before you pour, fill. This is when giving is tied to control. When the gift comes with invisible strings, expectations, demands, debts to be repaid. It masquerades as kindness, but is secretly a contract. How often have we given with a quiet hope? They will thank me. They will remember me. They will return the favor. And how often have we felt the sting of disappointment when they did not? This is not generosity. It is disguised manipulation, and it corrodes the soul. The Stoics, again, guide us. Give as if casting seeds into the earth. Do not demand the harvest. The harvest is not yours to control. When you release attachment to outcomes, giving becomes freedom. You are no longer a merchant keeping accounts. You are a tree dropping fruit, unbothered by who eats. Symbolic meditation, the open hand. Imagine your hand clenched tightly around a coin. You hold it so fiercely, your knuckles turn white. The coin is yours, yes, but notice your hand is closed, rigid, tense. Nothing else can enter. Now slowly imagine your hand opening. The coin may fall, perhaps someone takes it. But notice too, with an open hand, more can enter. Seeds can be placed. The hand can also receive. This is the secret of open-handed generosity. The freer your hand, the freer your heart. To give without expectation is to step into alignment with the moral courage of the great souls before us. It is to embody integrity, the virtue of living as whole, unbroken, unbargaining. So we see the traps: performance, emptiness, control. They masquerade as generosity, but they are thieves of our peace. They leave us exhausted, resentful, and more disconnected than before. But the path back is not to close our hands forever. It is not to stop giving. It is to learn a new sacred measurement, a new inner scale. The ultimate generosity, the great souls knew, is not an act you perform. It is a state of being you embody. It is the natural overflow of a soul that is full, a character that is whole, a heart that is free. We have now cleared the debris. We have seen the traps that drain us. So the question becomes, how do we cultivate this inner fullness? How do we build this unbreakable character? How do we transform our generosity from a fragile act into an unshakable strength? That is the journey we begin in our next meditation. We will explore the strength of an open hand.